focus switches to Group E now, of course, over in the African Cup of Nations as Tunisia take on Namibia, of course, in their opening games. Who's going to get off to a winner? Who will lose? We'll tell you all about it next. Today we look forward to another round of games over in the African Cup of Nations. This time it is Group E as we see Tunisia locking horns with Namibia, of course, one of the outsiders. Of course, can they surprise us here? We'll have a look at it in a second. Of course, if you knew where you've been, smash the old subscribe button about all things AFCON related, Blabbing Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all hear boys under one Ruski. That's right. Of course, Tunisia, one of the big boys, hoping to go far and, of course, looking to get themselves off to a flyer in this match, of course. So let's take a look at it. Of course, coming at you on the 16th of Jan. 2024, that's right. It's over at the Amadou Kon Koulibaly Stadium over in the Ivory Coast. That's right. But that's a look at the team's emblems and all that kind of jazz. But what, of course, how did they get to this stage? Let's take a look then at Tunisia, qualified as Group J winners, qualified that on the 28th of March 2023. It's their 21st finals. They were there in 2021. They were champions way back in 2004, but they hope to go quite far this time around. Jalil Kadri is your manager, with the star man being Ellis Shaqiri. 12-1 to go the distance. Quarterfinals, my picks right now. But all right then, folks, let's take a look at, of course, Tunisia's overview here. Of course, their schedule of events. Of course, taking on Namibia here today. Of course, we're previewing that game right now. But of course, the group also concludes of nations of Mali and South Africa. I think their second game for Tunisia against Mali is the must-not-lose game, the most important game of the trio. I think Namibia will be a bit of a whipping boy. I think they might get a bit of a footballing lesson in this opening game. And of course, South Africa, not too sure which way we're going to go with those guys at the moment. Let's take a look at the squad then for Tunisia heading into this one. Of course, the squad on the left-hand side, my team, my expected starting 11 on the right. We've got Ben Said between the six. We've got Abdi, Maria, Talabi. We've got Kesheda, the right-hand side, Rafia, Shikri, Landoni, Slitty, Juni, and Masanki up top. Let me know if I'm good or bad or nowhere near the expected starting level. Let's take a look, though, at the Namibians. That's right, of course, coming at you as Group C runners-up. 12th of September 2023 was the date they qualified. They've been here 4 times in the past, of course, and they were here last time around back in 2019. They never, though, made it out the group stages. That's including the tournaments in 98, 2008, and, of course, last time in 2019. Colin Benjamin is your manager. Peter Saluli is your star man. 201 to go the distance. And, of course, for me, don't see them getting out of the group stages at the moment. Let's take a look then, of course, at their resume. They took on Ghana. We'll talk about that in a minute. Earlier in the pre-tournament game. Tunisia, opening game, talking about that one. Must not lose game is South Africa. When I say must not lose, it's basically win. You win that one, give yourself 3 points. Give yourselves a lottery ticket for that last 16 potential third place teams. I don't think you're going to get anything in this opening game. I'm not going to be completely honest with you. Tough game, this one. Namibia, Mali, we'll see. If you get 3 points against South Africa, give yourself all the hope you have in this one. Let's take a look then at the squad on the left-hand side and my starting 11 on the right. We've got Kazumba between sticks, Gerbhardt, Omuntenya, Karambina there with, now, of course, Ryan Niambi, ex-Rovers legend there, with Shitembi, Hanamub, Petrus, Hoto, Muzu, and Tezuza up top. Those, of course, are the key individuals that will have a deciding factor of this game. But let's, of course, remind ourselves that some of the key figures as we look forward to this one, of course, they have played each other, according to my eyes, just the one time. Since 2007, it was a victory for Tunisia. It was a 2-0 win, and we'll elaborate on that in a minute. Of course, getting into this one, the graphics have changed somewhat. Tunisia on 58% form after a recent, at least a couple of games there. Of course, Namibia up to 42, or level on 42% form for them after a recent game, of course. That 2-0 victory for Tunisia was way back in November 2007. Namibia, though, on a good run right now. Clean sheets, back-to-back clean sheets, but they also picked up a solid draw against my tip for the title, Ghana. I know it's funny. It's a funny thing right now, but we'll see. We'll have egg on my face later. Meanwhile, Tunisia did play Mauritiana with a 0-0 draw and also a 2-0 win over Cape Verde. So a couple of back-to-back draws there. In fact, they've gone airtight at the back for the last 4 games. Haven't conceded a goal in that run of matches. Let's take a look then at the public vote. It is out there. A whopping 89% of you have gone with Tunisia, with 10% have gone with Namibia, and just 2% have gone with the draw. The bookies, though, 11-4 on for Tunisia. Red hot favourites. We've got 3-1 is the draw. 70-2 is your Namibia. My vote is also out there in its own independent video. I've gone with a squeaky 1-0 win for Tunisia. Nothing too impressive. Nothing that will set the the place on fire, but get 3 points in the bag and move themselves on nicely for their match number 2. Namibia will take that. Small goal difference could be a deciding factor between third place and not third place in this group. That's my take. Subscribe, thumbs up. Catch you later. We'll be back. Non-stop coverage of the whatever it is, AFCON, all the way, baby.